Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. In this video you are going to learn about Google Earth Pro. So simply go to your browser and browse for Google Earth Pro and you'll be brought to this page. As you can see, we have the Google Earth and also the Google Earth version. So this is the Google Earth, and the Google Earth Pro is the version of the Google Earth. So simply click on the Google Earth version, which is the Earth version, and you'll be brought to this page. As you can see, you have to scroll down, and if you want to use the Google Earth on browser, you can simply click on here to launch it, and we are going to have it launch, but I do not want that. What we want here is to have it download and install on our laptop, so we can simply click on download Google Earth on desktop. So you can simply click on accept download, and you are going to have your download ready. So once your download is completed, you can simply double click on the link, and so your download will start loading. And as you can see, it's downloading. Then you can wait for a few minutes for it to complete the download, and the installation starts immediately after the download. Then you can click on close, and you can simply browse for your Google Earth. So you have the Google Earth Pro open here. So if you are new to Google Earth, this is the interface of Google Earth. So what you have to do now is to close this, and this is how Google Earth looks like. So if you can see, we have the title of the software known as the Google Earth. Then we have the menu bar. So we have the file menu bar, which you can open existing project. You can save a project or save the Google Earth project you are working on. You can also email it. You can print out. You can also import any project or any format of Google Earth or GIS format. Then we have the edit menu. We can copy image, you can copy location and do any of this. We have the view. So this is the important aspect of the Google Earth interface. So we have the toolbar. This is an example of toolbar. You can uncheck it. You can see it disappear, then you can check it back. Then we have the sidebar. This is example of the sidebar here that we have in. This is sidebar. So you can remove it by unchecking it. You can also add it back by checking it. Then we have the full screen. You can make the Google Earth to cover up your full screen. Then we have the view side. You can view it in any side. You can navigate. So this, we have the navigating. You can put it on automatic, or you can change the format. We have the startup bar. This is example of the startup bar, the one we have below here. So we can uncheck it. As you can see, we have no bar here, and we can put it back. We have the startup bar return. Then we can have other things. We have the legend scale. We can uncheck it. We can also add it back. Once we are working on a project, we are going to have a clear scale. Then we can do any of these. You can also move in different atmosphere or in different formats. For example, let's search for a location. Let's put our location to be in Lagos, Nigeria. So once you are on Google Earth and you're working on your project, you just have to search for your location, your study area location. So you can click on it, or any closer place, then you can click on search. Then we are going to be navigating down to our study area, which is Lagos, for example, Lagos, Nigeria. Then you can zoom in to any of your location, or you can navigate through your existing or your study area location. So one thing that is very important to Google Earth is to have a stable internet access. Make sure your internet is very strong to navigate. The more your internet is, the more your resolution of your image is going to be. So we have the view. We can also move in terms of different atmosphere. You can uncheck this. We are going to see the differences. Then we can check it back. We can put it into the sun mode. We can have it different. You can see we have the changes. Then you can also uncheck it back to put in back to it. Then we can move through the historical imaging. That is, you can move through. Once you click on historical images, you are going to have this. You can move back to, let's say, 2017 or 2016, how Lagos were in 2016. As you can see, then you can also move into different years in Google Earth to see the image, to observe the changes within a location. Then we can also explore different planet or satellite image. So we can see we are currently viewing on Earth. You can move to the sky to see how the sky is. You can see different satellites. Then we can also move through another, we can explore the Mars. We can see once you click on the Mars, you are going to move in. You can zoom in to see location on the Mars. You can see changes where people have reached within the Mars. Then we can also move through other planets. We can move to the moon. We can travel to the moon. If you are new, you can simply click on the new moon to search. Then we are going to move back to Earth in this project. Then you can simply click on reset to reset your compass or tool. You can make this location a starting point. If you're working on a location, for example, Lagos, Nigerian, then we have it locating our study area. So you can zoom in to see Lagos and also zoom in to navigate through your study area. For example, we are working on this area. So we have these, you can add the ruler. For example, you can add ruler to it to measure any of the parts you want to measure. For example, I might want to measure from this road down to, you can just click and drag. You can click and drag so you can see the length of the location. You can also measure part. That's it, you can measure the part road, like click and drag. You can simply click and drag, just click and click, keep selecting your area, and we have the measuring the part. You can see we can measure in different units. We can measure in meter, in centimeter. So we have the polygon. You can draw a shape around your study area. For example, I can have something like this, like this, like this. You can have it like this, showing this is your study area. I can simply close down this or move it aside. So this indicates possibly your study area or your study location. You can also draw in terms of circle, in terms of 3D part and 3D polygon. You can try all this out. You can clear all, and we can close this. Then we have under the tool, we have the table. You can also draw a table of your location and take it out in that way based on the place marker, your location. So we can close this down. So we also have under the tool, we have the GPS, you have the movie maker, you have the regionet, and we also have the option. This is very important. You can click on the option to set your format. You can set it to, you can set the latitude and longitude format to maybe degree, minute, seconds, or decimal degree. You can set it to anyone you want or anyone you are trying to work. Make sure you set it before working on in Google Earth Pro. So we can also click on apply here to stay with the default. So we have the hard. You can add for folder. You can add folder here. We can simply click on folder. You can name it my first project. My first project. Then click on OK. So we can see we have the folder. You can drag it to anywhere you want. You can drag it up and down. So you can open the folder and you can right click to add it or add any other format to it or add additional folder. Once you right click, you are going to have this option. You can copy this format, you can delete it, you can rename it, you can save it to your file or to your computer. You can edit the property, then you can add another folder or another place marker to it. If I click on place marker, we are going to have something like this. For example, I'm trying to pinpoint this plate as my study area. Then once I click on OK, we can see it's under this my folder, indicating this is the point to my folder. Then we have the add. You can add a place marker directly from here. Once you click on it, you are going to have it here. Then we have the help version. You can check the Google Earth, going to the Google Earth web, or know about the version you are trying to learn about. You can see we are currently on this version now. So this is simply about the interface. Now let's talk about the sidebar. So which we have the sidebar here. So we can uncheck it. This is a panel. We can close this down to minimize it. You can open it. So we can move through here. We can also save this file to our computer. For example, after finishing your project, you can save it to your computer and you are going to have it in this format. I can save to my desktop. We have it saved. Then we can also navigate through this. If you are moving on within this area, or let's say for example, you can click on here. This is the marker. You can double click or right click on this, right click, and you can go to property. Then we can rename it, let's say location 1. Then you can see the coordinate, the latitude and the longitude. You can also edit this symbol. We can go to or add this description to it. Lagos, Nigerian. You can put location 1. Then you can change the style and the color. You can change the labeling. You can say or increase the size of the labeling. You can make it more bigger, or you can also reduce the opacity. You can increase the icon or reduce the icon. If you can see, we have the big here. You can add more part to it. Then we can also check the view, know the latitude, know the longitude. You can copy these, both of these, in your Excel file to create your data, your coordinates. Then you can see the range between one point to another. You can also check it out. Then we can see the altitude. Then we can just close this as okay. You can see the description. So we can also uncheck this to see some features on this layer, or to uncheck it. You can see once you uncheck place, you can see that it removed the names of the location. As you can see here, we uncheck it. If you check it back, it's adding the name. You can also add the labeling. There are some cases you have some labeling removed. Then we can also check other formats or leave it the way it is. You can navigate through the interface. So this is just the master. You can also move, in case you move around your map, we have this tool here at this right stance. This is showing the north arrow, showing this is facing the north. So once you move around or change your mouse, for example, let's say I move away from here, you can simply double click on this, not the letter N, to align it back to the north arrow. Then we can simply move side by side by holding on your control, or you can zoom in with your mouse to zoom in into the location. Then you can also use this drag image to drag it to view your location. For example, once I drag it here, you can view your study area location in Lagos, the actual location. You can see the environment, you can see the areas to the place, you can see the street, you can see people within the street. So then we can also click on exit street view to bring it back to this view like this. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. So this is simply the introduction to Google Earth Pro. So you can simply you can save this save it as my place. You can save it. So make sure that it is saved, your file is saved. So next time you open the Google Earth, you are going to have this folder within the Google Earth project. Then you can also keep adding more project by right clicking and clicking on folder, by clicking on my place and click on folder to create more projects, maybe my second project. So we can have, then you can also add more features by right clicking and add more any of these features to it. So thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe to the channel and like this video. So you can simply go back to the view menu and click on the view menu and exit this full mode. Is in full mode, you can't move outside the software, so you just have to click on the view mode, full screen. Then we have it. Then you can move away and move to your bars, and this is it.